everybody, welcome to the Hacienda. Rivet here. Today we're going to go to Italy and make a fantastic sandwich called the Mortazza. It is one of the most popular sandwiches in Italy, and if I remember my research properly, it is the most popular sandwich in Sicily. But it didn't originate in Sicily, it originated in Bologna, Italy, because it's made with mortadella. Now mortadella is the Bologna of this planet. First recorded instance of it being made is in 1365, and it was invented and made in the city of Bologna, Italy. So hence it's known as Baloney. More on that later. You see the ingredients, it's very simple. We'll talk about it a little more here in a moment. The signature item for this sandwich is that it's made with pistachio pesto. Sounds delicious. I love pesto and I love pistachios. Excuse me. So most of you know already, I grow basil, several different varieties over the summer, and I make homemade pesto and I freeze it for future use. Like in the winter, it's middle of January, but I have fresh pesto. I put them, I line a cupcake tins with plastic, and then I just fill them with pesto. Now, here's a key thing. If you're going to freeze pesto, like I do, you do not want to put the Parmesan cheese in it. It does not, the cheese does not freeze well, and it gets a weird taste. So when I freeze pesto, I don't put the cheese in it. I'm going to grate some and mix it into the pesto when I use it fresh today. Now, if you're going to throw the pesto in soup or a sauce or something, you don't have to mix the cheese in with it. You can just throw the cheese in the pot of soup. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to grate some cheese, and I am going to put the pistachios in the food processor and mix them in with the pesto. All right, so we got everything prepped. We got the Parmesan shredded. We got the pistachios ground up. And we got the pesto. Let's go ahead and mix all that up together and let's roll. I went to the bakery earlier today when I went shopping for the Mortadella, and I got this beautiful loaf of French bread, freshly baked today. So we're going to cut a section to make our delicious sandwich. And we'll take the nice plump center section and we'll slice it up. Oh my. And let's build it. So now we're ready to make the sandwich. Oh man, this bread's good. We got the pesto here made. Add a little bit of olive oil to it to make it smoother. And so first thing we're going to do is we're going to drizzle some olive oil on the bread like that. Then on one of them, we are going to slather on some ricotta. And you want to be generous, people. This is not a spa food sandwich. Okay, so if you're counting calories, don't even bother making it. Alright, so on the other one, we're going to slather on a good amount of the pesto. Now that we got that done, it's time to put on the mortadella. Now, this stuff is just gorgeous, and it is the precursor of bologna that we know here in the United States, but it is nothing like bologna that we know in the United States. This is made with choice cuts of pork, ham, loin, and it is strictly regulated in Italy for the quality of cuts of meat, whereas in the United States, bologna, well, we all know what bologna is. It's just whatever that they sweep up off the floor probably from the slaughterhouse, and it doesn't taste anything like bologna. This mortadella tastes meaty. There's a mild spice in there, some paprika. It's just a gorgeous meat flavor. It's like biting into, you know, a pork loin. Now this fat that you see in there, that's signature mortadella, is a particular kind of fat that comes from the throat of the hog, and only throat fat is allowed to be utilized in Bologna, Italy, in making mortadella. It is a very, very specific recipe, and that's why it's such a delightful meat. If you can get it, and you can get it at most delis in the grocery store, it is worth every penny. It is delicious. And of course, this is a very generous sandwich, and you see me piling on the meat. You know, it is a meal in itself, and we're going to do it upright because I love mortadella. Okay, you can buy some mortadellas that have pistachios in it, and you'll see a little slice of pistachio or something in there. If you find it, get it. It's absolutely delicious. However, I can't find it anywhere here in town, so we're going with the original one. So now we're going to cap this sandwich like so. Oh my goodness. And we're going to go ahead and cut it. Oh, I forgot. One of the things they do with the remainder of the chopped pistachios is they'll go ahead and sprinkle some on the sandwich, just like that, for extra flavor. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut it open and try it. Okay, this is looking delicious. Let's go ahead and give it a bite, and we'll talk about it. Oh my goodness, look at this sumptuousness. Mmm. Mmm. Yum. Okay. I edited out a large portion of silence while I was here chewing and moaning. That is delicious. Mortadella is by far some of the best lunch meat in the world. If you've never tried it, highly recommended. That pesto with the pistachios in it, spot on perfect. Absolutely deliciousness. And with a ricotta cheese, my God, they both go so well together. You can use any bread you want, but you kind of want something that's kind of soft on the inside. It doesn't have to be really crusty on the outside. I just found that loaf and it looked beautiful, so I bought it. I'm guessing you could probably make this in a pita bread, for that matter. It is absolutely delicious. If you do not make pesto, you might want to give it a try this summer. Basil is about the easiest thing to grow. Just throw the seeds out there in a pot and they'll sprout. Anyway, thanks for watching, people. Y'all take care.